Hi, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, today I'll be talking about one of my never will I ever stories. Like, there are just some things I will never ever try again. And I'm not talking from a place of fear. I'm not talking from a place of, you can do it because something scares you the first time doesn't mean you have to give up. No, I really do mean this. This story I'm about to share is an experience I will never have again, and I would never pray to have again. So it was the end of a semester in school. I was so exhausted. The finals I had were stressful. I just needed a place to let out all my feelings. I needed that rush of adrenaline. And then they announced in school that a trip was coming, and I was like, good, like that is awesome. I want to be on this trip. I have to be there. I didn't even bother to check what the trip was all about. They just said, oh, it was a place with rides. That didn't, mean anything to me. I just felt, oh, I would travel with a lot of friends. It would be awesome. I just wanted to leave my city. And then I could remember that I was telling another girl about the same trip, and she immediately went online, something I should have done. She went online and she was talking about how she would scream out her fears and how she would express herself and scream on top of her lungs. And she showed me pictures of the rides. But in my head, I never knew that all the place was all about would be right. I felt, yeah, I mean, there would be right, but then there will be other things too. So, long story short, we started this journey. It was like a school trip, a lot of international students. I think it was organized by the international group of my school. I can't really remember a lot of details. So, we went, the journey was fun. When we got there, the place is meant for rides, like nothing except rides. Each and every, it's just like varieties of rides. So there are rides that will take you vertically up almost to the sky. There are ones that will take you horizontally. There are ones that will spin you around. Everything was just right. I mean, every single thing. The only thing that wasn't right was a train that's meant for kids. It's like moving like a turtle, just moving slowly. So when we got them, the park wasn't open yet and we were asked to stay. But from a distance, you could see the rides spinning, like they still continue to work, regardless of the fact that people were not in there. And then I saw the ride spinning all the way to the top and I was excited. I was like, oh my god, this will be fun, this will be awesome. And then when they asked everybody to open, like people were literally rushing in because they wanted to be the first set of people to climb on the ride that meant more to them. And then I followed my friends. We went to one of the rides. People were shouting. I could see people moving in front of me. I could see them going and shouting on top of their lungs. And I also saw them coming back. Nothing felt strange. Everybody was smiling. Everybody was happy. In fact, some people really wanted to go on this ride again. So I went. We were there was like 3 or 4 seat belts because oh my god, it is at an extremely fast speed. There was like 3 or 4 seat belts, and then they strapped us. I've never been strapped like that in my life. There was a lot of strapping and belt going. I was like, fine, this is for my safety. God forbid anything happens. God forbid anybody's belt gets unstrapped. Like that is a very high speed and that's a very high altitude. There is no chance that anybody would survive that kind of fall or accident. So I was okay with being strapped. And then the ride began. Oh my god, my friend who was sitting beside me told me that I literally was unconscious for like a couple minutes. Like I fell unconscious multiple times. Like I would feel like I would faint and then get back up and then because people were shouting on top of their lungs. And the thing is, when you shout, in a way, you kind of let out your fear. And but I couldn't shout. I just kept mute. Like, it was so terrible, and it was giving me some kind of trauma. Like, I experienced a traumatic event, I think sometimes last year, and it was literally like I was reliving that experience. And when I got back, I was just so glad I got back alive, because when I was on that ride, it just felt like that was the end. It felt like life was going to end. And after that, my friends really enjoyed it. I was the only person who I couldn't just do it anymore. And they were like, no, you can do better. Just try. It gets better. It's because this is your first time and none of that. I was like, okay. The second one wasn't that high. It was more of like a high swing. So it's going in that pendulum fashion, but it's like much higher. And you feel like you're literally looking at people down and all of that. I was like, okay, maybe this will be different. This is not as high, and this is not as scary as that would be. And then I went. Oh my goodness, it was worse. I literally just clinged to the person sitting beside me. Like, I clinged, and I didn't know this guy from anywhere. I just couldn't be on my own. I just had to cling. Like, it was so terrible. And then we got down, and my friend, and I was like, hey, yo, guys, I can't just do this anymore. Like, this is the very end. I'm not going to be doing this again. They were like, no, stop acting like you're pregnant. Stop acting like a pregnant woman. Be strong. Be this, be that. There are sometimes you should not just listen. Sometimes you should not listen to, like, all this IP. You can do this, you can do that. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go on another ride again. I know it sounds, but there was just a lot of pressure going on. Like, even kids were enjoying the ride. Like, I felt like I was out of place. I felt like I was I felt it was something I could deal with. I felt like if I could just train my mind and try to, like, persevere, things would get better. This last one was just terrible. It was the most extremely, those rides, there are these rides that they go fast and then slow and then fast and then slow. So the inconsistency was so crazy for me. And after I came back to the spot we departed from, was just like, guys, it's okay if you want to keep your bags with me. I'm gonna hold your bags, but I am not going on any more rides with you. I would rather just sit, look at my phone, look at people around, smell it, than go on any other ride. And then they left their bags with me. They went ahead and had their own fun. I just stood on a seat, was looking at making videos of people who could take the ride that I couldn't. I was just there enjoying my life. I was calling some people, having fun. And then something happened. So later I got to know of the train, and the train was awesome. I mean, it's nothing big, it's nothing glamorous. It was just like very slow moving train for children, and I enjoyed it. It was amazing. So there are like so many things I wouldn't try again. I just wanted to share that this is one of those things. I mean, I see videos of people literally fainting and losing consciousness, and I'm like, why are these people acting this way? Like, it's no problem if you don't want to go somewhere. You should know if you'll be able to cope with something before you get on it. But sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes you just don't know, and it's extremely terrible. So that is one of my never will I ever story. Feel free to share your own stories, like, in the comment section. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm gonna catch you in my next video. Bye.